Scalia putting a couple moves at the top, hits it down low to Moore McNeil, up with the left hand and good for 2. Considering they had 75 games total where they had to play with at least some sort of injury deficit, as they hit it down low for Berger, and Berger with the left hand. Somebody was able to get a hand on it, so now Berger running down to Mackenzie Holmes, and Holmes once again.
You got to finish that if you're Tate. She was right there.
They hit Scalia down low, goes for the layup, and another 2 points for the Hoosiers. Timeout, Bowling Green. The Hoosiers ended on a 9-0 run, have made their 6 of their last. Zone. Back to Geary. Geary for 3. It's good. Her first points of the game.
It's not like she's not practicing those 3-pointers, and obviously that's not the mainstay of her game, but I think it's something Indiana's focused on this year, speaking of threes.
Garzone hits the backboard, and so they inbound it to Berger. Berger working down low, goes with the layup, and there's good for 2.
That's what I mean. One of the best wins against anyone so far in the nation, winning at Tennessee.
So that one is good by Grace Berger. Her foot was on the line, so that was a 2. Indiana leads 36-17. 5:37 left on the clock. Scalia for 3, and that one's good.
Can you trademark a basketball move, Kevin? I know Ohio State has trademarked these, so I don't see why you can't trademark anything these days.
See, with that point, I think you could, maybe, possibly. Sharps at the top of the key, hits it over left side, Tate. Parrish was able to get a hand on it, then Peterson was able to get it. Chloe Moore McNeil with the layup. That one's good for 2.
The Falcons were going to have to shoot really well from 3 if they were to compete in this game. They've done the opposite, 1 of 11 from beyond the arc.
Mackenzie Holmes gets that one to fall. Be a trip for Mackenzie Holmes.
That's one thing Indiana wants to do much better in the second half.
Gets the rebound by Holmes. Berger looking for somebody to pass it out to. She hits it to Garzone. That one falls through.
Maybe the most open shot Bowling Green's gotten all day. Indiana closing the gaps.
Moore McNeil finds Holmes, and that one's good for 2 more points. 5 straight points for Elisa Brett. That brings up her total to 11. They hit Grace Berger down in the baseline, and man, wide open for Grace Berger. Hits it over to Berger. Back to Parrish. Parrish with the turnaround jumper. That one falls through. Now to Berger. Indiana trying to set something up here. Berger drives on the right lane, gets that one up for 2. One of the best mid-major conferences, as there's a steal by Peterson. Peterson gets up the layup, and what a play by Peterson.
And Brett said her favorite player too, Patty Mills, one of the great Australian basketball players with the Spurs.
Patty Mills, what part of that?
She would seem like a player that should be getting more time for the Falcons and could have helped them scoring-wise today.
Moore McNeil throws up a 3, and that one's perfect. Berger inbounds it to Garzone. Garzone hits it down low to Holmes. Holmes with the left hand. That one's good for 2 more points.
That's the 3rd time a backcourt steal by Caitlin Peterson.
Garzone with the layup and one.
Freshman in the starting lineup. Look at her physicality there, taking
9 points for her, all come by way of 3-pointers. Peterson with the floater.